Hi, I'm Imran Hakim and you're watching Success TV. Having completed in the Den, that's when the real hard work started. We launched at London Toy Fair that year, literally a few weeks after I'd been in the Den. And we were absolutely amazed at the response that we had from distributors, retailers, manufacturers, not just in the UK, but from all around the world. Now, we'd taken a little greenhouse stand here at the Toy Fair, and it was now a problem. It was a good problem to have. So we ended up doing, in the absence of having a distribution infrastructure and really not knowing what our production capacity was, we did an exclusive deal with Argos, who actually decided they'd buy everything we could physically manufacture. It was a great position to be in the absence of actually having sold product in the toy marketplace before. And we ended up back and forth to China to get the product ready in record time to make sure it was a best-selling toy for 2007. We did a distribution deal with a company called Vivid Imaginations, who look after some big names within the toy industry. They're the biggest distributor in the UK. And that meant that opened up the doors for us to then have a platform to sell into other countries around the world. And we exhibited at the Hong Kong Toy Fair that year and ended up for 2008 in 45 countries around the world. Since that point, I've actually had relatively little to do with the product and the sales around the world. What we did do is give them a brand identity, a brand vision guide, and Vivid Imaginations have looked after the product and the product development and all the customer service since then, all around the world for us. A few general tips for any budding entrepreneur who's got an idea and they're trying to figure out in their minds what the next few steps need to be for them to actually get some momentum going. I'd say first and foremost, invaluable, no matter what business it is, and we always make sure for any new opportunities we do this, and it sounds cliche, but it sounds cliche because it is so important. Research. We live in the age of information. Information on any product, any service is literally a click away. And there's absolutely no excuse not to do your research. The second thing I say, and I know that people always hark on about business plans, but it's important to actually have some sort of a guide, some sort of a manual that's your vision for where you're taking this idea from and to, and what the steps in between are going to be, what the resources you're going to need are going to be, what the numbers are going to look like, what the skill sets you're going to need are going to be. All these things are very important to ensure that you are very focused in your mind what you're trying to achieve, what you're going to need to do it. All too often, entrepreneurs get too hung up about their trademarks and their patents, and very often we now get investment opportunities in our inbox that say that it's a fantastic idea, but we're not going to tell you what it is. And how can you get involved if somebody doesn't tell you how exciting the opportunity is? Well, they tell you how exciting it is, but they don't actually tell you what it is. But whatever it is for the individual entrepreneur, it's very important that they understand what their motivation is. Because when invariably, as times become hard in business, it's not the money that's going to get you through those difficult times. It's that motivation, that reason why you first set off doing this, that's going to carry you through those difficult times. A lot of my time is actually spent networking and meeting new people. Because when you have an idea, you can have the best idea in the world, but if you don't actually know who you can go and talk to that can help you expedite the progression of your idea, then you may find that you fail. However, if you've got an idea and you know exactly who you can go and speak to about it, who might help you move it forward, it can speed up. You can have a very average product, but you'll actually make it a success, and you can have an amazing product, but if you don't know who to go and take it to, you don't have a relationship somewhere, it can really slow you down. The single most important thing I could say to any entrepreneur looking to take their idea, product or service forward is take action. Don't listen to all those people who are saying it's not possible or it's a crazy idea. As long as you've done your homework, as long as you've done your research and you've convinced yourself, not on blind belief, but based on what the market intelligence is saying. Once you're convinced based on the research, Put all your energy behind it and take action. Take the first few steps. It's amazing how you take the first few steps, you gain a little bit of traction. You take the next few steps, you gain a little bit more momentum, and before you know it, you're on this real roller coaster ride to success.